Oh guys, I'm over here at Gas Axe Chop Shop in 10 Mile, Tennessee with Mr. Tim Dixon. He just got off work and I've been over here for a few minutes before he got here just waiting because I was wanting to let this old 1978 Chevy C10 truck by the name of Papaw kind of cool off a little bit. He's going to put I think we're going to put a governor on the transmission. I'm not familiar with that, as I've said in my earlier videos several times. I'm not a mechanic. So I've got the governor and I got transmission fluid and a filter and a new gasket, but I'm going to try to refrain from putting in new transmission fluid and filter because everybody says if you can keep the old transmission fluid in, it's better. I'm not for sure why, but there are people that are a lot wiser than I am, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if it's the governor. But I drove it all the way over here from our home, and probably 25 miles, I guess, run like a champ. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a fluke thing or what, but if you'll remember, I was driving this truck. I was telling y'all my wife and I had been driving this truck for a while one day, and it just acted like it kind of lost power, not in third gear. So I pulled into a parking lot, a big parking lot where nobody was at, kind of went in there and turned the motor off, and I was going to check the transmission fluid. I thought, well, it must be low of transmission fluid, but it was full. And there's a pretty shade of red too. Wasn't nothing, didn't smell burnt or anything. So I put the transmission dipstick back into the truck and got in it, started up, went into first, went into reverse, and so we went ahead and come on home in it. But you have to remember, this truck's been sitting for a while, so I'm not sure if it's trying to work a few things out, bugs or whatnot. So I don't know. But anyway, Tim Dixon, that owns Gas Axe Chop Shop, check him out on Facebook, please. It's a Gas Axe Chop Shop, 10 Mile, Tennessee. Just type in gas. Well, I'll let you see. It's got his phone number on here too. 423-507-2693. GasAxeChopShop.com. He's on Facebook, Gas Axe Chop Shop. Pretty amazing guy, and I'm very blessed to have him for my friend. So anyway, I guess I'll put a governor on it because I've already got one. Tim looked it up on the computer somehow, and anyway, he said it could be the governor. So I don't want to have any more problems. I'm wanting to make this truck a really reliable truck, and so far it's been a good one. Just little things pop up, now and again when something's been sitting for a while. So now that I got all that out of the way, I'm just letting the motor kind of cool. I'm going to show you what Tim bought yesterday, and the guy drove it over here. I couldn't believe it. By the way, if you see something, like I said in other videos, if you see something that you think you might like over here, sometimes Tim sells stuff like that 59 wagon. Sometimes he sells stuff. Of course, that's where I got my truck. That Papaw truck was from over here. You might want to call him and tell him, even if he's not going to sell it at that time, when you call, tell him to put you on a list so he can call you if he decides he does want to sell it. So, man, that wagon's so cool. This is what he bought though, a 1984 Chevy truck, C10 truck. It's 305 automatic. But look at that patina on this. A guy drove it over here to him. I couldn't believe that. It's a custom deluxe. It's nothing real fancy, but I just love this patina style look. Could you imagine it? I'm just saying, if it was mine, could you imagine it lowered with some nice wheels on it? Oh my goodness, that'd be killer, wouldn't it? Killer. Tailgate's in real good shape. One little ding here, but I mean, that ain't nothing. For a tailgate, this is really nice. Look how nice the bed is. I mean, there's no dents, nothing. It's just the paint is thin. And a lot of people pay big money for this kind of look. Let's look at this side. It's a pretty cool truck. I like the wheel well trim. I like this truck. Oh, I like to somehow talk them out of this one. It's got bumper guards on it. I really like it. Let's look at this inside. I like crank up windows. I'm not a big fan of power windows. I mean, a lot of people like them, and they do, you know, have a good purpose and everything, but I guess I'm just old, and I just like crank up windows. You don't have to worry about them. They give you a heads up if they're about to tear up most of the time, so power windows, you don't really get much of a heads up. They either quit or whatever. But it's an AC truck. It's got, shows 5,000, shows 5,800. I'm sure it's 158 or whatever. But it's a pretty nice old truck. Maybe 205. Who knows? Who knows if it's the original motor, but it is a 305. Got a nice seat cover on it. Somebody's spent a little bit of time with it, haven't they? I like it. Let's look for... Okay, it might need some cab corners if he's going to go all out, but believe it or not, I can live with that. I'm trying to find 80s model trucks. Seem like I don't know if they use better metal or what, but they're not as prone to rusting as 70s. Well, the round eyes. See, that's good. I don't see any rust. There's a little surface rust right here. I look for the typical places, but heck, that's fine. That's mighty fine. Yeah, I could live with this. Anyway, I like this truck a lot. I could hardly wait to get over here just to look at it. Got the door edge guard. It's a pretty nice old truck. I'd love to have it. You know, it's funny, every time somebody gets something, I'm always saying I'd love to have it, but I love square bodies. I love any kind of truck that runs and drives and paid for, but I'm particularly, last few years, really fond of square bodies. But this sure is a dandy. I'd like to have it sliding back glass. I'm looking at it. This is the first time I've seen it, so I'm looking at it the same time you are, but it's pretty dang nice. It doesn't need any floor work or nothing. I mean, I like it. Some of y'all might be going, ew, but that's okay. I like ew. All this stuff can be fixed with a Chevrolet dash cover. If you even wanted to fix it, I probably would. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you this and hope you got a bigger kick out of it as I did. It's a custom deluxe. As you can see, it's just got the 2 headlights, not the 4 like a Silverado or something would have. Little crack in the grill, but that's okay. I can live with that. I like the bumper guards. Bumper guards are kind of hard to come by, aren't they? If you've been looking for some, you know what I'm talking about. There's that 62 Impala that my wife and I put Penetrol on. Boy, that took a long time. But not bragging on our own stuff, but I think it turned out well, real well. And he put those Corvette Monte Carlo style wheels on it. He still got the original wheels and hubcaps and everything, but I think you run across the deal on these and stuck them on there. But they look good, don't they? Spinners. Looks pretty good. Well, this old car turned out to be a dandy, didn't it? You could just show it the key and it'd start up. It's a really nice car. Anyway, like I said, if you see something that you think you might like over here at Gas X Chop Shop, you might want to call Tim. This is one that this is a truck that I'd like to have, but this is a factory 454 truck, and it was one family, one person owned, I think, until Tim got it. It's a trailering special. I know I've showed y'all this before, but sometimes when I'm shaving or whatever, I get to thinking about stuff, and sometimes I think about this truck. I just like it because it's just cool. CB radio. The AC works good on this truck. It's a dandy truck too, isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't mind having this one at all. I don't know if I could afford to put gas in it, but I had a one or two big blocks in my lifetime, and you really don't watch the speedometer. There's more action going on with the gas hand, watching it go down. But they sure are torquey engines, and they'll get up and go with you. But I'd love to have this truck. That's cool just like it is. Could you imagine it lowered and some wheels on it? Anyway, I just thought I'd show you what's going on around here. I'm just kind of waiting for Tim. Tim works well, he works 2 jobs. He has a full-time job already, and then when he gets home, he takes about an hour to eat supper or so, and then he starts working out here till like 10 o'clock at night. So he doesn't have much time to rest, but he stays busy constantly. Anyway, didn't mean to make this video so long. As you know, I'm long-winded. I apologize, but I'm hoping that this governor, or maybe it's just some fluke thing. We called the auto parts store about a governor. I might try to video when Corey gets here. Corey's going to be the one putting it on the lift and changing the governor out. I don't know anything about that, so if the music's not too loud, and you know it's not my garage, it's Tim's, so I'm just, you know, hanging out. If the music's not too loud and I won't get in trouble with YouTube, I'll show you what he's doing. So, with the governor. But anyway, if not, I'll show you what the old governor looks like when I get home, I guess. Shouldn't take too long to do it. I'm hoping that that's the problem with it. Maybe just some fluke thing. But I'm one of those type of people, if something's going to tear up, go ahead and tear up so we can know what the problem is. I hate guessing and, you know, everything. I just hate that. So, you know, if you've had a car or a truck and you're going to have problems out of it, I just wish whatever it is would fall off or quit or something, so you can say, right there's the problem, you know, instead of just guessing. But I'm hoping that that's going to be solved. I need to get back on this painting, but it's been raining. It just had a little slack in weather right now, so I'm real proud for that. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching the video, and hope y'all stay safe. I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. If you would check it out, please subscribe to both my channels. You're watching Primer is Best now and Man on a Budget. That's my second YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Primer is Best, and I'm on Instagram, Primer is Best and Man on a Budget 1. So I appreciate y'all watching my videos. It means a lot to me. I know it's just a small channel, but it is what it is, I guess. So y'all have a great day. God bless y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe, and I'll see you later.